Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Doing yet another beer that I got from beerdrop.com and another one from High Hops Brewery. The cold one, Colorado Craft Lager, 5.2 ABV. Doesn't really say much about it on the can, just pairs well with the people and great outdoors. Okay. And they mention they grow their own hops on site, but they don't say which hops and which malts. I'd love to know. No canning date either. All right, pour it into the Rocky Mountain Park glass that Christina gave me like last year. Finally have a reason to use this, and in the glass it looks like a pretty standard lager. Slight haze to it, but otherwise kind of a yellow. Gets a small white sudsy head, and it has pretty much dissipated. And I washed this glass really well, I might add, because it's been sitting in the cupboard for I don't know 6 or 8 months maybe. But we finally have an excuse to use the actually, I probably could have used this for the golden one that we had the other day too. So let's give this thing a whiff. So I mean, this has like a sweet barley aroma. I mean, I guess the closest I could compare it to is like a Helles. It does have like a slight bit of like kind of citrus or floral hops, probably floral. Not much, going on in the nose like that's jumping out at me, but I will say like at least it's clean, nothing off about it. So let's dive in here. Cheers. This one's actually quite fruity. Kind of reminds me of the golden one I just did the other day, but without any kind of spices. This is not Belgian-y or anything. So I'm getting like kind of like a slight kind of like apple-y kind of fruit character on there. It's probably a yeast character. Pretty standard, nondescript kind of barley. I would not call it toasty or anything like that either. Although I would not go as far as say it's like grainy or crackery, like the way a lot of like German Pilsners or like a Helles Lager or something like that would be. It's just kind of a lager without the adjuncts, I guess you could say. Just has a nice kind of lagery kind of flavor to it. Really not a lot going on with this one. I would say it's not bad at all. Although my major complaint is like, first of all, lack of a head. Second of all, look at that. It's like completely still in the glass there. Not that it's completely uncarbonated, but it just seems like a lager should be a crispy boy, as all the people on Instagram and all that say now. This kind of like hits this kind of drinks like a Snapple. Think of like a lightly carbonated like Snapple, so it has like a bit of a body to it. Probably got like a medium body, but like a low carbonation. I will not say, does this not taste slick or oily or buttery? So clean fermentation on that one. I'd say it's actually kind of refreshing because it finishes really clean. Like I have like almost no aftertaste here. Like, right at the apex there, I get like a little bit of hops, just kind of like a slight kind of dry kind of bitterness, and then finishes, really, really clean. This one's not bad at all. It's really, really drinkable, I will say. So drinkability on it is great. But I guess, and this is kind of like a lager equivalent of like a blonde. It's like a really mild recipe intentionally, I would assume. It's only 5.2 ABV. I mean, I don't know about sessioning it, but I could definitely throw back another one like as soon as I finish this video, which I probably will. Like I said, great drinkability on it. Wish the actual beer inside was a little more interesting, but it's not bad at all. Well, it's not bad. It's just like, it's got some flaws, I would say, especially head retention, carbonation, and just kind of like the lack of something like really interesting to grab onto. But yeah, so as far as the score for this one, I mean, I would still give this a thumbs up, barely. I'm thinking like 6, maybe, I'm just gonna say 5.5 sounds cruel. So I think it's like somewhere between like a 6 and a 6.5, somewhere around there. Kind of like in your C plus B minus. Well, probably like the lowest end of a B minus, it's okay. And I'm not sorry that I got it, you know. So yeah, this is like easy drinking, fairly light lager. I've definitely drink this over Bud Miller or Coors any day, but there's tons and tons of beers I would rather have over this. So all right, if you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.